everybody, and welcome back to Trails from Zero, the fourth video I'm doing today, basically second to last. I can only wonder what sort of information is inside those highly classified documents. Anyway, that's essentially all I know about Vivace. However, I need to mention that the situation with the Mafia has taken a turn. Really? Could you explain? I hear that even the CPD has only just acquired this intel. But apparently a new faction strong enough to oppose Vivace has recently surfaced. And by all accounts, they are quite powerful indeed. A new faction? Surely it's not the Bracer Guild, right? No, this new faction isn't a threat to Vivace because they're looking to bring them to justice. They're a threat because they're in the same line of business. You see, there's a powerful organization that operates out of the Republicans' eastern quarter. And it's apparently managed to worm its way into Crossbell. What? You're certain of this? Yes, previous rumors on this organization turned out to be true, so I have no reason to be skeptical now. They're called Heiyue. Just recently, a new commercial unit registered under the name Heiyue Trading opened for business in the Harbor District. Heiyue. This name certainly seems to be of Eastern origins. If things go south, it'd mean a war between two organized crime groups. The petty fights we've seen between street gangs mean nothing compared to that. You're absolutely right. At the very least, there haven't been any overt signs of a dispute between the two groups just yet. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they've begun battling each other outside of the public eye. The First Division seems to be keeping an close eye on the whole thing. You don't say. So the man with glasses who left right when we arrived was... Yes. That was Detective Dudley from the First Division. Coincidentally, he was asking me questions on the same topic. A coincidence, indeed. Lloyd? You went quiet all of a sudden. Let me guess, you noticed something. Yeah. I still need time to sort it all out in my head, though. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to find the lead we needed to move forward with our investigation. I'm just glad I could be of assistance. Sergei's always been a tremendous help to me, so personally, I'll be praying for your success. If you ever run into any problems, you're welcome to stop by here anytime. So, what's the next course of action? Should we go back to the SSS building and sort through all the information we gathered? Good idea. Before we do that, now's the time to wrap up any unfinished business we still have to take care of. If my hunch about the truth of these incidents is correct, let's just say we'll be in for a bumpy ride. Well, we'll just have to buckle up then, won't we? Anyway, let's head back to base once we've crossed off everything onto our to-do list. Yes, it does. Let's make haste. A part of me is saying to go down into the geo. You know what? Yeah, sorry, I don't like to keep cutting like this, but I'm gonna go down into the geo front, and I'm actually going to make sure that Void has max CP, which should just take a quick second, actually, if I just try to... It's gonna take a bit longer than planned, isn't it? Okay, after, you know, going down here trying to get Void CP up to 200, and then just wanting to run away from a fight because it just wasn't a chain battle, and I kind of would have just, you know, I would have just liked a little chain battle there. No, instead of running, I wasn't looking at the screen, I fled, and then missed the chance. Well, I didn't miss the chance because I reloaded the save, but I practically screwed myself right there out of the chance of getting the trophy for Don't Flee during a whole chapter, and my save file was about, you know, when we did the whole questionnaire side quest. So I had to do that again. Today is not my day in Trails. It just isn't. What's that? A message, maybe? They said get ready. I got some errands to run, wrap up the case however you see fit. Oh, I guess he stepped out. Who wants to bet that he ran away because the case seemed like a pain in the ass?
We cannot rule out the possibility. Well, at the very least, we've been given permission to solve this case however we like. So, with that in mind, what's our next step? Should we review what we know?
Yeah, definitely. Let's get this meeting started then. First off, we should all review our info that's relevant to the case. The incident took place around midnight 5 days ago. Members of both the Saber Vipers and Testaments were each ambushed by unknown assailants. However, the attacks occurred at 2 different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here.
The Testament's member was attacked in the alleyway to the west.
Wait, what the fuck? Ellie, why were you talking like Tio? And the Saber Viper got messed up in front of Ignis, which is towards the east.
In other words, the attacks happened at the opposite ends of the area.
Exactly. By spacing them this far apart, it prevented each group from immediately learning about the attack on the other. So, consequentially, each group came to the conclusion that they were attacked by the other, which is what we confirmed today. Yeah, the only answer that makes sense is that there was a third party involved. Unless both groups rehearsed their accounts, chances of either group being responsible for the attack are pretty slim. Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attacks were the work of some third party.
All we can do now is consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible.
But we already have an idea who that third party might be. Isn't that right, Void? Yeah. They're the ones in control of the Crossbow's criminal underbelly, the notorious Mafia, Ravacci and Co. According to the intel Gray shared with us, someone spotted mafiosos snooping around the downtown district a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to verify the credibility of that. But for now, let's continue the review with the assumption that Ravacci was responsible for both attacks.
Well, that just brings us to the next question. What was their motive?
Exactly. Figuring out the answer to that is crucial. If we can't figure out their motive, we're all the way back to square one. Motive, huh? There's hardly any conflict of interest between the Mafia and the 2 gangs.
There may be some line that connects the 3 dots together. I imagine you already have some idea of what that is, don't you, Void?
Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course, but I think there's at least one thing that might connect these 3 factors. The only realistic possibility that comes to mind is Heiwei. Oh right, our grocery friend mentioned them, didn't he?
That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now. In that case, though, what about Heiwei connects these 3? In order for them to be connected, there must be some necessity. For example, was it this connection with Heiwei that made the attacks against the 2 gangs unavoidable?
Yeah, that would explain everything.
Oh.
What you thinking?
Well, about the necessity Tio mentioned, what do you think Ravacci would do if they found out Heiwei was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell?
Well, I imagine they want to build up their forces pronto. Recruit more people and upgrade their weaponry, you know? Ravacci should have no problems getting new weapons given their known smuggling operations. But how do they know about recruiting people? How do they go, not know? Good question.
Normally, you'd hire Jaegers. But that's unlikely in Crossbow's case, given the scrutiny the neighboring countries put on us. So long as the non-aggression pact stands, Ereboni and Calvin would never overlook unauthorized Jaegers entering the state. The 2 Diet factions representing them would likely react the same way too. Oh, that's it! Void, could the Mafia be...
recruiting the gang members. Hot-blooded and more or less disciplined.
I can't think of a more perfect pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city. But there are more certain individuals in each gang preventing that, aren't there? Right. I could never see Wazi cooperating with the Mafia. And I doubt Wald would bow down to any kind of authority, even Ravacci. He's not the type of person who would allow others to boss him around.
So, Ravacci realizes this and plots to weaken the 2 gangs, intending to swoop in later and bag the remaining members. Oh, that must be it. Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory.
All we've done is bring together the facts and try to make sense of them. Look at you being all modest. I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far from the truth, Lloyd. Your reasoning was sound and logical. Clearly your detective certifications were well earned. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So, everyone, our next move should be to explain our theory to these two, don't you think?
Those two?
Hey, you don't mean... I sure do. Walled whales and Wazi Hemisphere. Leaders of the Saber Vipers and the Testaments.
I'm surprised this prologue is still going.
Station Street, near where the construction materials are stored. Asking me to come here alone in the middle of the damn night. Who do these police brats think they're dealing with? Is that
The last train bound for Calvert? Yes, I believe it was.
Wazi?
Good evening, Walt. What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, this is rich. You pretend to be one of those CPD pipsqueaks to catch me off my guard? You must think you're so damn clever. Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. If you're looking for a fight, I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this.
You know I'm always up for a bit of late-night wrestling. But alas, I am but a mere guest at this rendezvous.
The hell does that mean?
You'll see soon. They just arrived.
It's you punks. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us?
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word exactly, but I'm sure you'll both find it interesting at least. Hold the phone. Anecdotes? Fun? What the hell are you two going on about?
Oh, Walt, you're such a simpleton.
What are you...
Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago? They're here to tell us who they believe the culprit was, obviously.
The culprit? What do you mean?
Impressive deduction, Wazi. I assume you already had your suspicions. Well, at first, I wondered if one of my members had perhaps acted out of line. But as I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation. That goes for the Saber Viper's side, too. Sadly, that's as far as my deductions could take me.
I see. That makes things easier to explain at least. Walled whales? I know there are still gaps in our theory. Still, would you listen to what we've found so far? Fine. Keep it short. Waste a minute of my time, and I'll bash that baby face of yours. And that's what we've come with. And that's what we've come to with the information on hand. I'd like to hear each of your thoughts on it.
My, how unexpected. To think that we played right into the Mafia's hands.
Does that mean you agree with Lloyd's theory?
But of course. After all, Ravachi sent some of their agents to visit us already. They asked us to work for them, promising us the moon and stars for our service. Needless to say, I immediately turned them down and sent them on their merry way.
Huh. Interesting. That settles things with one of them.
So, Walt, I assume the Mafia paid you a social call as well?
Yeah, about a month ago. They were acting all high and mighty, so I decided to show them what real strength looked like. Sent them packing real fast. Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull fast on me like this. Wazzy, I'm postponing our duel. First I gotta go warm up by crushing those smug mugs and those mobsters. Why'd you say it like that, though?
Wait, you can't. Such a short temper. Calm down, Wald. Acting recklessly will just lead to... The last time was merely jest, but you really are a simpleton.
Say that again.
You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. Just imagine it. The leader of the Saber Vipers, Wald Wales, waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to slaughter. You won't stand a chance.
Shut it. We don't know what'll happen till we try.
Maybe you could survive. But what about your poor little vipers? Could they catch bullets with their teeth?
What do you propose we do then, you bony wise ass? You really expect me to just sit here and swallow the shame of having our men hurt like this? Huh?
Of course I don't. I believe that only a small part of the Mafia was actually involved in this little scheme. As such, there's no need to take the whole organization on. Just the handful of them who have it coming. And I know just the way to get their revenge, and ensure they never show their faces in the downtown district ever again. I'll require your help though, Wald.
You need my help.
Hold on, you two. What are you planning? If you do anything to break the law... Oh, relax. If anything illegal happens, you'll be right there to stop it. After all, you're helping too. We're doing what now? Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district? I'd claim that makes it your obligation to gently persuade the Mafia into leaving all of us down there alone for good. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd. Well, what exactly is Wazzy talking about? I do not quite understand either.
Looks to me he's about to sink his fangs into poor Lloyd.
Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here to share your grand theory. Isn't it only natural to see this case through? He's about to say, Lloyd, become our punching bag, so that we can catch the Mafia. Lying down, enveloping atmosphere so twinkle and board near you. Then, I'm telling you, they're gonna be... The best way to catch these guys is to become the victim and jump them. It's the way it's required around here. We went through all the effort and them dumbasses stirring torn each other apart. As I don't you worry, those guys are doused in gasoline at this point. One small spark and everything will be up in flames. The morons won't even know what hit them. If we get to do is run into London, they can do and beat the crap out of them. Do it, but it doesn't matter, don't let anything kick it to the ass. And for your own sake, you better not to get caught. Use a slingshot with a viper and just bash one of them testament guys from behind. Good. Let the hunt begin, boys. I can totally... That is definitely Lloyd. Yeah, it is. He's about to get whacked. Better have a protection against the back of your head. One tiny blue boy bound. What a dumbass. Fell right into a trap. We don't get the time to waste forever, my boys. Just be sure you don't get him. This is just business. No hard feelings, okay? Think again. What? What did he hear? Man, I must be a little shocked. I didn't really think you'd fall into our trap so easily. What the hell is this guy? To tell you the truth, I'd be fine with cuffing you and taking you down to the precinct already.
but I'm not sure the Force will find just this one sting operation sufficient evidence to hold you. So, I'll just have to let you go this time.
Holy crap! Don't tell me this guy is a cop!
Not to worry, boys. He's just a special helper. Dude, are you serious? How the hell did they fall for this?
Lloyd's prediction was impeccable.
Are you alright, Lloyd? Yeah, I'm fine. Putting that shock absorbing pad under my hood was definitely a good call, though.
Damn it! It would undo a thing to win!
Well then, gentlemen, that raises the question. What will be your next move? Surrender peacefully now, and I may be merciful towards your misdeeds. Or if you prefer, we can do the hunting this time, and that may prove entertaining.
Damn it! Could get split up!
Hey, hold it! Two of you, come with me. Wazzy? Hey, wait a second! Crap! What should we do, Lloyd? Come with me, Ellie. Randy, Tio, I'll leave the other groups to you two. Understood. You got it.
Damn it! I can't believe those rats and the police are involved. I'll need to contact headquarters and request backup. We'll hold it. If the boss finds out we are screwed here. Damn it! Fine, then we should at least...
Where do you punk asses think you're going?
What? When did they get here?
Checkmate. Yeah, that was easy enough. The ball's in Ward and Ellie's courts now.
Damn those morons. Don't get much choice now. We'll have to go back.
A valiant effort, but no dice.
Where did you come from? Jam for it.
We've got nowhere else to go now.
Phew. That was quite the wild goose chase, wasn't it?
Sorry to disappoint, but our fun little game of cops and robbers has come to an end. Sure, you've realized your best option is to surrender, no?
Look at you got these little rats now. You think you're so damn smart. We're about to show you what happens when you force professionals to get that serious. Better hope you leave to regret it like the spicier pizza pie that I regret having a few minutes ago, making me have a big old pooper.
What the hell did you just say? It seems they want to fight after all. Well, I for one am happy to oblige. I can continue to count on your support, right, Void? Funnily enough, I almost said the same thing. Let's do this. They're coming. At least I can get some healing if things go drastically wrong. So, what do? It only works on one of them. Ow, that hurts. That's not a lot of damage. Do you know how far back I need to go now just because Wazzy fucking died? Do you know how far back I have to go now just because he just fucking died? Okay, I mean, it really only takes a second to get back here. I don't know why I was, like, talking it up so much. The chance to petrify these guys would be really nice, you know. I don't know if these things work. This will do big damage, so... I'll probably will be able to burn him more than freeze him. Alright, boy, you really need some healing, don't you? Oh, that's the thing, I ain't got any of that. I mean, as long as Wazzy is the one who gets hit next, that would be nice. He specifically targeted Void! You know, before I even get back to where we were, I just realized why this is also one of the harder nightmares to deal with. I was getting carried somewhat by DLCs. No, I was carried hard by DLCs in Cold Steel 1 and 2 for the final bosses. In Cold Steel 3, somewhat by whatever I had. In Cold Steel 4, I wasn't carried by items at all, because that just kind of wasn't possible. Whatever items there were items I actually picked up. And there are no items in this that I can use, like from DLC, because these games didn't have DLC. I tell you, this trophy of not dying and not fleeing in a chapter is, God, I wish it didn't exist. It is the worst thing trying to get here on Nightmare. Don't target Void. You are! You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. It's okay. You didn't target Void. It is okay. You didn't target him. Let everyone do their stuff. Ellie is gonna heal them immediately after this. Okay, he's undergoing his thing. Here we go, max health. You're kidding me. That's a thing he can do? If that other guy attacks Wazzy, I swear to God. I mean, no, I want him to attack Wazzy or Ellie. If they attack Void, I swear to God. Don't you dare attack Void. Oh no, just kill everybody. Except you didn't. You killed one of us, but you still hit everyone.